Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Stacking Perpetrator here. Today's video, we're going to look at a coin. We're going to do a mail call, album fill, and I have a channel announcement. Just giving y'all a heads up. It's not going to happen overnight, but I'm going to be changing the channel name, and I'm not going to do that until after I have several videos already done, loaded up, and I'm not going to reshoot those. I'm not going to just delete them and start over. I'm going to go ahead and let those play out, and then I'll be making, because I'm changing the channel to a branded account, but I'm also going to change the channel name. When I do that, I don't know how long that process will take. Supposedly it's pretty quick, but with the videos, I don't know how it's going to transfer all the videos. So I may lose a video or two in the transfer process. I do, from what I understand, the way I'm going to transfer all of my responses to your comments on the videos will not transfer. Your comments will transfer. Your sub, if you're sub to the channel, you automatically, you don't have to do anything on your part. Just know that when you go back on videos, my responses back to you will probably vanish. Any comments I've made on other channels, those will stay. I'm not sure if the name changes, but those comments will stay on their channels. At least that's what I understand with it. Now, the new channel is going to be Stacking Investments. The reason I'm switching over to that is because I am getting set to start up another business venture, and that is going to entail me selling on eBay. I probably will sell a few coins, but I will be selling a variety of stuff. It's part of my business plan, and I want to, while I've had fun with the Stacking Perpetrator, and those of you that are, I guess, what I would call my close friends within the channel, within the community, we joke about it. I got the name The Perp. Even after I make the channel name, if I'm in your thing or whatever, like Poor Man's Gold, when he uses his loop, he said he refers to it, he's going to do the perp and all that. Hey, that's fine. I continue doing that. It's, I get a chuckle out of it. Things like that is all well and good, but just so everybody knows, and I'm doing this advanced video, so probably I won't make the change till probably late next week, but the channel name will change from, so if you're an avid follower, and you comment on every video and you look forward to my videos, when you see the, once I make the change, and I'll do another video prior to me changing, just another announcement. I'll use my community tab. I think I got a post dropping in the morning. I'll keep sending that out a few times before I do the channel, so everybody knows. And but I will be transitioning over. It's more of a business move to get more of a serious business type name instead of Perpetrator. Like I said, that was, I chose that just to have fun. I didn't expect to go this far or doing what I'm doing now. So, but now I'm going to do this other business venture along with what I, do majorly for a business. And I just needed a more solid business-like name. So I went ahead and set things up to make the move, to move the channel over to that new name. So just giving y'all a heads up on that. Plus, once I make the change, I know I talk a lot about how I strategically buy, but I don't kind of get into in-depth on that. Within the new channel, I will, because I have a hard time, like when I make certain moves, when I trade for gold or I sell out my silver and I buy something, or I say I bought selectively, I'm one of those people that I can see I can see everything that's going on. I understand the process. I have my thought process on doing it. I just have a hard time relaying my thought process into words so that other people can understand. So it seems kind of wanky sometimes. It's like what I do heat and air and I do plumbing. I can walk into a unit that's got water running on the floor and it could be a property I've never been at before. And I can just look and I can't explain to somebody where to start looking for the cause of the leak. But if I'm there, I can visualize it in my head and I can go right to the source of it. And people are like, how do you know what to do there? I just know. I can't explain it to you. I just know. So I'm going to work on that on relaying certain things to you, explaining why I do certain things, why I go against the grain, why I don't like what some of the other channels are pushing. And I'm not going to ever name names on channels. I'm just going to throw the idea out there, the big narrative, and then I'll explain why I agree with it or why I don't like it. And hopefully with this new change, I will be able to be more detailed and give a layman's broke down so everybody can understand my thought process of why I don't agree with what's going on or why I agree with it. So let's get on with this. Real quick, I was going through my album. If you follow the channel, you know I got what I call my extras Morgan album. It's just a silver dollar album with all blank spots. There's no date marks or whatever, and I put my nicer. I've got it almost full. I think there's like 60 slots, and I put all my Morgans that don't go in my main set or my date set, and I just put them in there. And I was just flipping through today. Had a little bit of time. I was just flipping through. I was looking for something else, and I ran across this one. And if you look, what is this? This is the 1887 Philadelphia. I was looking for something else on another coin, and I had my magnifier out. And if you look at her chin, she's got that little fish hook sticking out her chin. Let me see. I'm charging up my scope because I wore the batteries down, so that's why I don't have the scope out. But let me see. And I didn't bring my letter opener for a pointer, so it's going to be a little... I haven't done this in a while, so this is going to be difficult. But you should be able to see her upper lip. You see a couple marks. And then you see on her chin, it looks like a spike coming out from her chin. And then if you look at her neckline, there's a dye gouge coming out from her right at the start of her neckline. You see that gouge. It looks like a scratch in the coin. But this has like that fish hook that I've talked about in other videos at her lip and everything. And what this is my third VAM 3A, which is a super CD, which is a super clash die, Elite 25. It's on the Elite 25 coin list. It's not, unfortunately, it's not recognized by PCGS or NGC. I do believe Annex will attribute the 3A. And but just letting you know, this is my third one that I found, so pretty cool. Didn't know I had it. I was just rummaging through looking for something else on another date and brought my magnifier across, and I caught that fish hook. And just to show again, that fish hook pattern, what looks like a fish hook, is caused by the leaves on this wreath when the dies clashed. And that's where it looks like she has a fish hook in her. It's like it's going through her upper lip, and then it kind of runs down the outside of the lower lip and then turns into the chin. See if I can get... But you can see it there. It's like a double spike coming out of her chin, and then her upper lip has more of it. I will leave a link down below to VAMworld 2.0, and the link will take you right to this 3A, so you can see real good close-up pictures of that. I laid out some stuff here for just on the set displays, and hope everybody had a happy Halloween. I got some mail call here, so we're gonna get into that, and then we'll get this out, do the album spot fill, and then we'll call it a video. Got this off of the old eBay machine. Let me make sure to get this out without the paperwork. Okay, let's take a look at it. This is supposed to be a 52 proof. It is toned, which is okay with me. 52 proofs are not cheap. This one I did, however, get for a good price. Even though it's toned, I thought it was a pretty cool coin. And let's look. This should, one of the telltales is you have really, really sharp full bell lines with no mashing, and the bell lines, like right there in the center of the screen, there's no, if you've looked at a lot of bell lines on Franklin's, you'll know the mushiness. And yeah, that's got real crisp bell lines, so this is definitely a proof. And it does have the reflection, so this is not a cameo or anything like that, but it does have that kind of mirror, you know how proofs are, a little mirror-like look to them. So this is the 52. If you remember, I did get a slabbed version of a 53, but if you remember, I was going through some Benji sets that I had purchased complete, and I didn't even realize, but there was a 53 proof in the 53 slot of one of the collections I bought. So I popped it out. She's not the best condition, but I stuck her in the slot in the book. But I have a slabbed braided version of the 53 proof. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this one in here. I'm not going to try to upgrade that unless I find something super cheap that looks really nice, that looks better than this. Because I have the graded coin that can go with it. And like I showed you before, you never ever want to break these. You never want to pull and separate the staples to get your coin out. You want to go in and just pop the plastic, slide your coin out. Looks even better once you get it out of the plastic. Got the purples and yellows. Really cool. This is like the second toner Benji proof that I have. So getting this 52 brings me down to, we'll go ahead and fit her in the slot here. That brings me down to, I only need 2 coins to officially finish this Littleton album. Littleton, for some reason, they decided to include the proofs. You cannot buy a Littleton album for Franklin's without getting the proof slots. So that's one of the downsides to the Littleton Franklin $50 album, is you will have to buy the proofs. And that 50 and 51 are pricey, but there's my other tone. That's like bullseye, blue, green, toning the 62 proof. Just like, that is like almost, that's like 97% perfect on as far as a bullseye. I don't know if it's got some on the back, on the reverse. Not as centered up. The reverse toning is not as centered up as this, as the bullseye on the obverse here, but man, that's a beautiful, beautiful coin. with them toning. And the camera just does not do this coin justice. I mean, that you see it in person and you're like, wow. I mean, that's a coin that just makes you... I should probably send it in for grading, but I mean, it's just beautiful the way that's toned. So anyways, I'm going to end the video here. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up that the channel will change. I will give you another update just before the channel changes. I'm going from stacking perpetrator to stacking investments. So keep an eye out for that. And let me know about what you think about the Benji fill. The 52. Getting this 52 toned proof to fill the spot. Like I said, I only need 2 more. I need the 50 and the 51. And that will complete my, officially complete my Littleton Franklin album. Let me know what you think about the Morgan and the VAM. And I will get in. These are all VAMs that I have actually figured out. I've positively identified the VAM on these. I will get into these coins in other videos. And as always, let me know your thoughts down below. And we'll see you on another video.